Phoenix. It's a
Good
Thursday
morning.
group that we meet every week to help each other in some way where we can blow this pop stand wide open. One of the things that we really find is that when we get together every week, we just have that collaboration and that real essence that we're not alone. And that's really what it is. Like we have people from all over the Ontario area, and we just came up with a cat from Scotland, and she saw the value in coming to a group like ours, and we're delighted to have these people. We also have Cremina. Oh, I saw you. Hi, Cremina. Glad you could make it.
Thank you.
She's one of the
Pleasure
newest
to be
members
here.
that we're going to induct today, and so Cremina, thank you for coming in. It's
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome, and we will try to get through everybody. So one of the things is we have an education. Where'd Norm go? Oh, there he is. The Norm tile keeps moving. Okay, Norm, would you like to share with a little bit of education, please? Kind
Well,
of
I've been
wisdom
talking in the
you have.
last couple of weeks to individual members about maximizing the use of their phone. Specifically, I have an iPhone, but you can, there must be a Google equivalent. But the big thing that I have is way back in the day, they used to call it a PDA, with, a handheld secretary. I mean, it's gone beyond the, so, but Siri can be very useful. She speaks quite a few languages. You can just ask her, how do you say this in Brazilian Portuguese? I had a student when I was teaching Sunday school that didn't speak English, and I used Siri to translate for me. Siri can also be used to, if your GPS, you can tell her, Siri, take me to this address. What the directions to this address? And she will give you the directions to that. You don't have to type it in. You can tell her, Siri, take a note. And she'll say, what do you want the note to say? And you just give the note. So often you have to, something comes into your mind, oh, I got to remember to do this. But you're driving or you're doing something else, right? So you can use you need to learn to use your phone to maximum advantage. So that's the education today. Learn to use your phone to maximum advantage. And if you have an iPhone, I'm going to do a seminar on using an iPhone, a separate seminar. We'll get together for a couple of hours and I'll bring some other experts, i.e. my grandson or maybe my son, and we can give tips on maximizing your electronics. That's a tip for today.
Thank you, Norm. Yeah, so as soon as you have that little workshop you want to do, just let us know the time and the place, and we'll help you promote it. We're using our phones all the time. In fact, if any younger person without their phone, they've lost an appendage. It's like they get very upset when they don't have their phones. And I saw one 6-year-old with a phone yelling that I need my phone, and was screaming. So that's when you know they don't need the phone. It's just yeah, but we depend on them so much. They have such a high, especially some of the newer phones now. It's crazy what you can put on there and the speed and everything. It was stronger than NASA was in 1969. Yeah.
I have the phone beside me, and when I mentioned her name, Siri, she said, what do you want me to do?
Lay back and relax. Just you get the
No,
sun. Okay, well, we're just going to do a little bit of housekeeping. Let us know a little bit about how things are going, and I'm just going to bring up our home base here, and this will give everybody a chance, including our newest member, Cremina, a chance to see our site if she hasn't already seen it. She probably has, but in case she hasn't, this is our site, pbex.ca. We also have a .com site, which is phoenixbusinessexchange.com. And they both go to the same address. All right. This is where everything sort of happens. This is our hub. The member of the week, every week is somebody different. Member of the week this week is Eric Senego, our distinguished accountant. And he is featured for this week. And one of these days, you will be up there. We all our 4 chapters are here. So if you ever forget how to get into this group, how to get into the Zoom, just go to the main home base. And today is Thursday, so you just press this button. They all have the same one, but just for visitors, this way they can press a certain button, and the Zoom number and the ID is embedded in that red button. Okay, so that gets you right in, just for future reference. We have Bernie's trade wins every Tuesday. The next one will be, I suppose, on January the 30th at 8 a.m. Our mix and mingle we just had, which we had a delightful time, and we're going to put the new one on for next month. Since this is a virtual, most likely a virtual meeting that we're having, but we like to get together personally, one-on-one, in person, at some place. It was Local Heroes on Maryville Road recently, and we have another one coming up. It's in the calendar. We just got to set a time and a place, sort of thing. Every month I had my group readings there last night. If you're looking for wills and estates, I believe Alex could talk about that, but it's at one of her Cogier locations. The next one is on January the 29th, okay, in a few days. The QR code. This is going to be super important for us in the sense that if you're in a trade show or if you're at a supermarket, when you press this red button, what it does is it gives you the member of every member in Phoenix with their little logo and QR. So, Alex, like in time, you'll just know what these people do as you start doing BAMs with these people and as you start seeing them more and more often. Okay. This way, and I know Dave, he's involved with meats and so on. You just go to his QR on your phone. It's actually standard to your phone. You could look at it right now if you wish. And it's you can make the QR larger just by moving your fingers diagonally out and then just showing that QR to someone else, and then it'll be transferred onto their phones by the scan. All right. And that's the way we've designed it. So it's super easy for other people to also refer you because your profile will be on their phone as well. Okay. This way, it's a great way to be able to go back and forth. So this is everybody. Okay. Everybody's here, and we're going to make sure that we're all connected that way. All right. Overall, we just started our year since January 1st, and we've already got $1,200 worth of business on there. We did over 270,000 in business last year, which was great. It adds on to the 4.5 million that we've accumulated over the last 7 or 8 years. This is our 8th year, actually. And it's interesting that we've been doing this for 8 years. 2024, when you take all the numbers from a numerical standpoint, adds up to 8. And this is the year of the dragon, which is also a very high abundance and an 8 factor. So this is going to be an incredible year. We're going to really be able to do a lot. And just in the last 3 weeks, we've got 697 clients on our e-cards. These are hits that we call. And what that does is that when somebody hits your e-card, Carmina, we have your e-card. We're working on it. We're going to send that to you.
Thank you.
We have that, so it's all good. And we'll set you up with a QR. And if you like, we can have a quick meeting on getting you to be more familiar and what to do with that e-card. You have a very, very good opportunity to anybody that you see, you send everybody your e-card, and everyone's connected to Langdon's Flowers, Ottawa Flowers. We can put everything in there. It's like a mini website. We'll
Thank
explain
you.
more as we go, but it's in the words of Bernie, it's awesome.
That's just one word.
So any other housekeeping there, Bernie, before we start the intros? Anything you want to?
The only thing I did highlight, and it would have been more of during my intro, is just golf is coming. August 1st is the tournament date. It's a 9-hole golf game, not 18, so 9 holes. So we will be looking for either golfers, not just one. We're looking for multiples. We're looking to actually try to get 72 and trying to have a meal afterwards, as opposed to meal on the course. Depends if we have the numbers up there. Part 1, part 2. We're also looking for sponsorships. doesn't have to be just you. And the sponsorships usually start off at $100, super easy, and go up from there. But anyhow, it's all for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And back over to you, Tony.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, Bernie. Okay, let's start our intros. This will give Carmina a little idea of how this goes. You have about 60 seconds to talk a little bit about your business, and I will do the presentation just to sort of fill that in. And so let's start with Alex. Since you were the first one on the scene, let's do this, girl. Tell us a little bit about what you do or the type of clients you're looking for, that type of thing. Yeah, go ahead. Is your sound working? I don't think your sound is working.
We can't hear you,
You might
Alex.
either have your earphones plugged in or your volume is way down. Okay, you can try and figure that out. Okay, we'll come back to you. Okay, and Steve, over to you, sir.
Yeah, hi. I'm Steve Brennickmeyer. I have a company called By Media Design, and what I focus on is helping small to medium-sized businesses with their web presence and online branding. So I'm helping people get noticed, and I'm finding that people are unaware of some of the powerful tools that they could use to get more attention for the things that they're trying to do. So some of the things I look at when I go to a website is the quality of the messaging, quality of the images presented, and also the color schemes, typography. Are things presented in a clear way? So these are things that if I'm talking to a new client, I go through a list of things and I can do a basic free audit on a website, give them a very good idea of where they're at, and give suggestions as to where they could take things to improve and basically get more results. So By Media Design, helping you leverage your online presence.
Thank you very much, Steve. Well done. Okay, cool. And over to Q. How's it going, Q?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Q, and I'm the insurance lady of the group who help people protect themselves and their loved one in the time of needs through the use of life, critical illness, and disability insurance. And do you know that even if you have some health issue that make you become hard to insure, or you was one denied for insurance, I can still potentially help you. And if you want to know more about how it works and how to set it up, or you know anyone who have some sort of health challenges, please refer them to me so we can start a conversation. Q from World Financial Group, providing you with financial peace of mind when you need it most. Thank you.
Thank you, Q. Awesome. And Penny Lee, guess who's next?
Hello, everyone. Penny Lee Prevost, the Dancing Motivator. I am the co-founder of the Graduate Thrivers Incorporated as well. I actually have 3 different types of services that I offer. Number one, mindset change, moving through change in a positive way through the Graduate Thrivers. And then I also offer a movement practice, which is actually a living meditation, really. It's an opportunity to connect with your body's way and learn how to heal your body using movement practice. And finally, I'm also a wedding officiant. So today I want to focus on the fact that I am back at my classes this week. All of my classes are resuming. And in particular, the Moving to Heal. So if you know anybody who has any long-term chronic illnesses like fibromyalgia, arthritis, asthma, any things that are consistent and chronic, I would love for you to offer them an opportunity to come and dance with me online so that they can experience their body's way of moving to heal. So movement is medicine.
Thank you, Penny Lee. Alex, how are you doing? Is your sound working? Let's check. No sound. I don't know. There's
Check
probably
next to your microphone, little arrow up. Click the arrow, and then it'll give you a choice about the camera. Your camera is fine, but it'll also give you the audio. So how you're hearing and how you're speaking.
How about now?
Ah,
There you go.
perfect. Perfect. Yay.
Thank you, Bernie.
Okay, let's
Welcome.
go. Woohoo.
Okay, my name is Alex Coyle. I am the lifestyle consultant at Venvi Prince of Wales Retirement Home. So I help seniors transition to retirement living. So we have the full continuum of care here at Prince of Wales. So from independent living, where they live completely independent, all the way to palliative care. So we have assisted living in between there, as well as memory care. So we can essentially assist seniors throughout the entirety of their life as soon as they want to move into retirement living. Just recently, we transitioned from Rivera to Venvi or Cogier. So we just started a Facebook page, which is Venvi Prince of Wales. So please feel free to join our Facebook and like what we have.
Thank you very much, Alex. Very cool. Very good. Just getting a few things out. Okay. And next, we have, let's see, Ema. How are you doing, Ema?
I'm good, thank you. Can you hear me? Okay, you can hear me.
I can hear you.
All right. Good morning, everybody. I am Ima, and I own a company that's called Picture Plus, and I'm a commercial photographer. I help business owners with the images of their marketing collateral. So I either take pictures of the person or their services or their products, and then those photographs are used for either the website or any kind of marketing collateral that they need to create. I also have printing services, so printing from something small like a business card all the way to like signs, outdoor signs like a Sintra sign or something like that. And beside that, do we say the BMA today or no? Do we have to talk about getting together with somebody now or no?
Oh, yes.
BAMs.
Thank
Yes.
you for the reminder. Absolutely. Yes, the BAMs. Yes, how have you
My
done
time
it?
is limited,
Yeah,
but
any
I
BAMs
can
or any
speak.
referrals? Yes, thank you for the reminder.
All right. All right.
Yeah, so how did you do? I know you had a chance to talk to Steve.
Talked to Steve yesterday, and we had a really good conversation. So we're gonna collaborate since the two of us can do so many things together for all of you guys. You know, when it comes to business imaging and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I was going to mention this, but I forgot that there was. I'm so used to the two-part formula where we
Yeah.
do the presentation of business first, and then the talking about the BAMs after. But I would have mentioned that too. That yeah, indeed, Im and I do want to collaborate and do some good stuff together. So
Okay. While you're on the phone there, Steve, what kind of any referrals that you have out? I know you did.
So
a BAM.
I kind of had a BAM with you, and I did
Yep.
one with Im. So those are the two main things that I've got the ongoing work.
Okay.
With Terry and also with Penny Lee.
Okay.
Penny Lee as well. We did something with I did a band with Penny Lee as well.
Okay, perfect. And Cremina, just out of respect, what a BAM is a business activity meeting. It's when two members get together and they talk about themselves, they talk about their business, their family. It's a way to get to know each other a little better. And the more BAMs, those business activity meetings that we do, there's more referrals that come out of that. So just to meet people off the line and on a
Nice.
perspective,
Very nice. Thank you.
that's how we measure that. Q, what kind of BAMs or referral did you do? Just sort of backtrack a little bit.
Sure. So I did business with Susan.
Okay.
Yeah, I ordered some products from her.
Yep. Okay.
And that's for me.
So that's Susan McGarry.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. And with Penny Lee, how was your any
Yep.
BAM?
So as Ema already mentioned, thank you, Ema, for reminding us. This is a new format for us, but yes, I had a conversation with Ema, so we're working on something, and I'm continuing to send Steve some video so he can produce a video for me. And I also had a conversation with Susan Ebbs the other day, And then I've got, what else did I do? Oh, yes. And I want to actually schedule time to go and see our new member at the florist shop so that I can get a better idea of some of the gifts and things that she has. But she'll share that shortly with you. I had a conversation with her yesterday, so that was really good to just get to know her a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think that's it for me. Thank you.
Okay. Well, if you go to Cremina's place, don't want to stay for 15 minutes. It'll take you an hour to get through some of that stuff. Beautiful things.
It might become my new favorite store. I love gift shops. So
absolutely.
Okay.
And, Alex, did you meet with anybody, or did Terry mention any BAMs or referrals that she sent out?
I have not heard of anything from Terry. I haven't met anybody, but I'd love to meet with Emma and talk about how we could connect. So I think there could be some things.
Yeah,
there.
absolutely. Absolutely. I'm getting that too. I totally get that. So Emma, Alex, if you could put your contact information in the chat, just for you to, you have Terry's e-card, but Emma, you could also put your e-card or your contact information on there. So we have that. Okay, perfect. We're up to snuff now. Cremina, we've been talking so much about you. You're like a legend already. You know, we're going to give you like a couple of minutes extra just to talk a little bit about who Cremina is from a non-business perspective. You know, if you have any dogs or hobbies and kind of thing, you get a couple of minutes there. And then you can move right into what you do and when do we need your services. So go ahead, talk a little bit about who Cremina is, and then we'll take it from there. Okay.
So, about me, I don't like talking about me that much, but my name is Cremena. I have a long life working experience in the floral industry. I love flowers, plants, and everything that is associated with that motivates me. I like talking about that as well. And that's my work as well. So at home, I have a dog. His name is Bobo. That comes from Bonbon because he's so cute and lovable. And I like playing with him, going for long walks. I like nature, so long walks are perfect for both of us. And that's about me.
Okay. What kind of promotions is Langdon's Flowers doing these days? I guess you're amping up for Valentine's Day coming up, and
yes, I wanted to talk a little bit about the business as well. We are preparing for Valentine's as well. Yes, Langdon's Flowers. It's a family-owned operation business established in 1975. I work for Langdon's Flowers. I'm not the owner. The owner has multiple businesses, and I'm part of that as well. I've been with the company for more than 4.5 years, and I'm happy to represent Langdon's Flowers. It's a full-time flower shop and gift shop. And if you have a chance to stop by and visit the shop, it looks very nice, and there are a lot of cool things. Recently, we combined Givopoly, which is the other business of the owner, with Langdon's. We have very nice displays of local artists there that you can purchase. Basically, Givopoly is another business that I probably should not talk about right now, but it's mostly local businesses getting together. And being here, I'm expanding that as well.
so these are things like local jams and honey and pictures that are locally painted. Is that kind of stuff?
Yes, yes. So any local producers are welcome to join, and we deliver as well. We connect businesses. So it's a very cool idea. So you're welcome to stop at Langdon's Flowers. You can enjoy the flowers, smell the flowers. You can order flowers for yourself or to deliver as well. The store is open 7 days a week. It's conveniently located on 1400 Bank Street. It's just south of Billingsbridge Plaza. And we have extensive collection of different plants there as well. And one of the things I wanted to talk with you about today for the business is plants. You can order plants through Langdon's Flowers. You can have them delivered or pick up. We have multiple wholesalers that we work with that are very high end quality. I also work with our web designer. We created a promo code on our website. The website is langdonsflowers.com. And the promo code for all the members is PBX. We missed the letter E. So it's PBX 2024. And you can get 15% discount on your order.
Oh, okay. So if it's PBX, as I was told, it was My Phoenix, but it's okay. So you've changed it to PBX
It's
2024 is
PBX
the promo code?
2024. Yes.
Okay.
So you can save 15% of your purchase. And
Now, is this just online purchases? Like if a person goes online or if they call in?
they have to go online and
Okay.
present that. I'm pretty sure they can call in as well and mention the PBX 2024, and they will be honored with the
Okay.
15% as well. Just
Okay.
wanted to mention that we work with a lot of businesses too, and we provide rentals and plants too,
Okay.
which
Cremina,
is
thank you
very
so
good.
much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's great. We will Penny will put you on the list to be able to present officially. So you'll have like good 10, 11 minutes as you talk about your products and then questions afterwards. We're looking forward to that. I can't imagine the incredible beauty you'll have in presenting the flowers and everything and your wonderful designers. I've seen your work and it's
Yes.
spectacular.
We have very passionate people working there. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. Thank you very much, Karina. Awesome.
Thank you.
And over to Jacqueline.
Good morning. And I'm thinking about being at London's Flowers and taking that long, deep breath and lifting my shoulders and back.
Thank you.
And release them down. That is fantastic. And now's the time for us to consider, while we're not going to be skating on the canal soon, perhaps it's an opportunity to unfreeze because Bank of Canada chose to hold their prime rate. So as a mortgage agent, I consult on mortgage strategies. So when we decide to defrost and figure out where do we want to melt to, what kind of mortgage term do we want? Do we need to refinance? Do we need to take a look at bigger opportunities, not just purchasing property? But maybe it's an opportunity to find ways to engage. When you're looking for strategies for your mortgage money, I'll help you defrost and make sure you call your mortgage honey. Ciao for now.
Thank you very much, Jacqueline. And over to Kat. How you doing, Kat? How is everything in the UK?
Cold, but it's not as cold as Canada, so I shouldn't really complain.
It's true.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Kat from Purple Panda Creative Marketing. Most of you will have heard me talk about social media, but I'm not talking about that today. I do still work with that, but I would love to help people with Google today. So if you don't have a Google business profile, or you know other businesses that don't have a Google business profile, I need to speak with you or those people. Why? Because you need to have that pin on that map. Because if your pin is not on the map, nobody knows about your business. And you've all got incredible businesses. So you all deserve to be on that map, to be found and to be trackable. When people type in, I'm looking for flowers, they're going to come up with Langdon's Flowers. They're going to come
Thank
up
you.
with, you're welcome. You come up with whatever it is that you do. So please do reach out and let's have a chat and see how we can get you found on Google Maps. Thank you.
Perfect. Very well done, Kat. Awesome job. And it's very important to be on Google for sure. Talk to Kat about that. She's an expert. Jacqueline, did you have a question? Or was that before? You're on mute, just so you'll know. You're on mute. Yeah.
I forgot to tell you who I met with.
Oh, yes, yes, go for it. Yes, please.
Okay. So, Tony, I was on Friday. Thank you oh so much. And I was at the Mix and Mingle, which was, again, fantastic. Thank you, Bernie, for getting up off your chair so you could move. And Ema, thank you for asking for the logo that can accommodate my business card. And Bernie, on Tuesdays, I love that 8 o'clock call. That is fantastic. So that's what I did over the course of the week. Thank you so much.
Perfect. Thank you. And Norm, I think I need some of your stats. How do any BAMs or referrals?
No, but we did the mix and mingle and did some stuff with. So we exchanged information about iPhones in there. Okay, so Norm Boyer from Boyer Boys Home Maintenance and Repair. Our tagline is "We fix your home." There's lots of reasons why we need to fix your home. Something just wear and tear, like the hardware went in your windows. This week I fixed a hole in a wall because two young men, teenagers, and one weighs 280 pounds, the other one weighs 350. He's a football player. He pushed his brother into the wall, so I had to fix a wall. When you push your 280-pound brother into the wall, it will dent the wall.
You make a hole.
Hole in the wall. And then I fixed a closet doors that wasn't working. So, and then the other thing that happens is COVID brought a lot of things. And one of the worst things they brought is a lot more do-it-yourselfers. So the tagline being, "We fix your home." We fix what your husband messed up, as my son says. So, and now what we're promoting at this time of year, we have a thermography camera, and that'll measure heat and cold. So we take pictures of your house from inside and also from outside to see where the cold and the heat is escaping or coming in. So if you, and we're doing spring, getting ready for spring. If you have a door frame in your garage door, wooden frame, we cover that with a baked on aluminum, so you never have to paint your door frame for your garage door again. So Boyer Boys Home Maintenance and Repair, don't know how to do it, don't want to do it, don't have the time to do it, we'll do it.
Thank you, Norm. And over to Sam. How you doing, my friend? How's everything in Orleans?
A little icy this morning there, Tony. Not where you are, probably nice and sunny where you are.
Yeah, yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Sam Sturris, ConnectedCars.ca. Show off my logo, thanks to Steve. I'm very proud of that logo. I do all kinds of work, specializing in automobiles, but dash cameras. Also do minor repairs, oil changes, and brake jobs. And first of all, I wanted to welcome our new people here today. First, Alex and Pamena. I think I pronounced that right, or hopefully I can.
Thank you.
Pronounce that right. Welcome to you two this morning. As I mentioned, I do all kinds of work on automobiles. I'm talking about this week is this little device here. It's for testing antifreeze. If you're driving a gasoline engine and you've never had your antifreeze checked, I highly recommend it, because in the wintertime when it gets down to minus 20 degrees or so, antifreeze, if it's not properly maintained, will freeze and can actually crack the block of your engine, causing thousands of dollars in repairs. So if you've never had that done before, I'd highly suggest getting that checked in your vehicle. As far as BAMs go, let's see. Well, our friend from the East, well, the best Phoenix group, the East crowd, Dave Belleville, I bought some meat from him. I continue to advertise for Alex, the Evolta man, and went to the Mix and Mingle, and that's where Norm gave me the heads up on my iPhone and got the Siri working, and now I know where to find the notes when I make them. And there's Siri, it just came up when I said the word Siri, so it's actively working for me. Thanks very much. Sam Sturris, ConnectedCars.ca, today's mobile electronics without the cost of a new vehicle, and lots more.
Yeah, I activated my phone much the same way. I was talking to my grandson and he asked me a question and I says, yes, sirree. And then my
What can
phone
I
went
do
off.
for
So
you?
anyway, Bernie,
We need
over to you, sir.
Good morning, folks. Bernie Fransgrove. What do I do? Well, I do connections between businesses. I pair you like a wine to cheese, try to find that business that you might not be connected with and help you connect. And East Trade Winds is another part of the element. Jacqueline, thank you so much. And actually, Tony, Jacqueline, and Kat have both, all three of those folks have been at that space. And actually, that's how Kat met Tony. So what's the value of that? Well, you're expanding your horizons, you're expanding your connections. Also, there's the Knack for Business podcast that talks about people's business journeys and different perspectives, everything from accounting and so forth. And that's what it's all about. And I'm also involved with the Property Wizard, which is a podcast on commercial real estate investment. So if you want to understand what's happening in that space, it doesn't matter what country you're in, the rules of engagement will apply. It does matter if you're buying real estate and you need to buy a house. Jacqueline is your lady here in Ontario, obviously, or Q for that insurance piece, right? And then there's one other piece that I want to share with you. The World Referral Network has a special event happening this Saturday. So 11 to 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, about 1,000 people, free to attend. It's a connection base. Bamming wise, well, let's see. Tony and Mike and I met, and it was about the golf stuff. That's why I was kind of relaying that information to you. And what else has been on the going? Oh yeah, the mix and mingle. That was good. And Jacqueline, thank you for letting me kind of slip by. It's kind of hard when you're kind of pegged in. Sam doesn't move as quick, you do. So thank you. I appreciate that. Anyhow, it was a good session and it was a good time. And next mix and mingle, come on out because that's how you make those other connections. How you understand who you're dealing with and what you're dealing with and why you're dealing with them because it's about business connections. Tony, over to you, sir.
Perfect, Bernie. Thank you so much. And every week, Cremina, we have a different member that can present their business and their industry. Is in education. It's also a chance to promote because we are also on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. And those that are watching, I hope you've enjoyed this this presentation and this group. It's a great way to get your name out there to people that are actually making those decisions. Social media is great, but it is what it is. But it's real people that buy things. It's real things that refer things. If someone loves you, someone really can get to know you. The best way to do that is one-on-one, to actually see them and be able to converse with them, whether it's online or in person. Better in person, but we're in a global society, and so we really try and expand it that way. I'm Tony Genis with Higher Self. I'm a spiritual coach. I'm a medium, clairvoyant. I'm a teacher, and I teach people how to become more sensitive to the energies around them. And oftentimes, when we get to look at what we have control over, we really realize that we don't have control over a lot of things. And people call it fate. People call it, universal corrections. They call it different things, or coincidence for the people that are still sort of evolving into that space. But every Friday at 1:30, I do an online meditation tuning class, talk a little bit about the different things that we are going through in life. And then we do a small meditation where it's a chance to really unplug and connect to yourself. All your answers are inside of you, and we're here to try to connect to that. And I'm going to play you a little bit of that class that I did a few weeks ago, and we talked about fate. This is one of the things that really people want to know more about. What control do we have, and why we are going through some of this stuff. So I'm going to play you a little bit of that, and we'll see how that works out for you. Let's see. Here we go. Enjoy. Buddy, to tuning in with Tony. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about fate. This is a really huge subject. This comes up quite often in sessions, and this comes up quite a bit in people when they're talking about what is fate and what do I have control over, right? Because it's really about something in that area. First of all, today's color is red. It's a nice fire engine red, and it is actually linked to perfection of all things. And as soon as that came up, perfection, it says, okay, how does that work? Because, you know, usually red is a root chakra, it's a tribal thing, but we know that, you know, people aren't perfect, that kind of thing. He says, it's not about that. He says, fate itself is an absolutely perfect machine. Nothing needs to be changed. It's perfect. It is perfect in its own way. It is people that want to change it, that want control. That's what makes it imperfect for your journey. But fate itself is absolutely perfect because you can't change it. Anything that's supposed to happen in your life has already happened or is about to happen or is happening now. And there's nothing we could do. Sometimes we'll say to ourselves, how on earth did I manifest this person? Or how did I manifest being in this position? I really didn't do much. And that's fate coming in. That is something that's supposed to happen regardless whether you're ready for it or not. And yes, we do have a certain amount of control along the way. I looked up what fate is in definition. And what the dictionary has said is that fate is a development of events outside a person's control, regarded as predetermined by a supernatural power. It's amazing. We'll talk about that in a second. So of a higher power, the course of someone's life or outcome of a situation, something that is destined to happen. It's quite amazing that even in the dictionary, something has to be supernatural for it to be outside of ourselves. And it isn't super anything. It's just natural. It's natural. What makes it super is we have to say that word for people to perk up. It's part of our belief system. So I'm not really a fan of that particular definition. However, it is a series of events that happen that is outside of ourselves, that we don't have any control over. And thank God we don't, because if something is supposed to happen to us that will make us grow, we don't want to push that back. We don't want to have to hold on to anything, because that will stunt our spiritual growth, that'll stunt our mental growth, and so on. We are beings that have come into this physical form to grow. Whatever you might be thinking that you have a purpose in life, that is all true to a point, but really we come in to grow. Our physical, mental, spiritual, everything is about that. This is where I am today. Where will I be tomorrow that will be better? That is the human conditioning. Animals don't do that. You know, the deer buck, they don't say, oh, it'd be so nice to have a larger set of antlers next year. I'm hoping that I'll get to like 12 points or 18 points. They don't do that. It's just natural for them to evolve in the way they do. But humans have this particular attribute because we want to get better all the time. And that's what we're made for. We come in with our energy, our spirit, our soul. Our soul has to grow through our physical existence. Animals don't really do that. They're here for whatever time. They follow whatever the energies are on this earth, and then they die. That's it. But they go on for millions of years the same way. A lobster, millions of years ago, is the same lobster, pretty much. I mean, there's some differences, but pretty much the same thing as now. So there is no growth in that way. So our soul, when we come into a human, that's something very special, because it's riddled with all kinds of destinies and fate and purpose, and there's goals, and we have the vision to look forward. Of course, we have the vision to look backwards, and that holds us back if we are too focused on those things. But we have that choice. We have the choice. Freedom of choice is our inherent right, our inherent energies. You know, in Roman mythology, they regarded fate as three goddesses that presided over the birth and life of a human. And each person's destiny was thought of as a thread or that spun that can be measured and cut in a specific way. And what that means, just in interpretation I'm getting from Spirit, is that even before we come into physical form, when we are energy only, we're just non-physical, we want to come in, our fate is not presided, it's not set. It's only when we say, okay, now I want to come in. Now, whether it's your turn or whether you're supposed to wait, it doesn't matter, because we have choice even in non-physical. But when we want to come in, and as soon as we come in, our fate is set for that life. There's a certain amount of things that will happen, and that's how it goes. It's like going to a play. Imagine going to a Broadway play and the curtain never comes up. It's the same thing for the 2 hours. Well, how boring would that life be? Well, what happens is the curtain comes up and you have no idea what to expect. And as things are coming, you're going with the flow and you're trying to understand and go through it as everything is going through, right? That's really where things are. The Romans had a thing regarding fate, and they called it amor fati. And it is a Stoic belief, which means love of fate. It is a concept that encourages us to accept and embrace whatever comes our way. It is the idea that all events, positive or negative, are to be accepted with enthusiasm rather than regret, complaint, or resentment. It is not about resigning oneself to fate, but actively participating in life with full acknowledgement, full knowledge that hardship is a necessary part of our journey. By loving and accepting fate, we gain a sense of fulfillment and mental fortitude. This enables us to face any challenges, obstacles, or situations that is difficult with a balanced mind. That is their belief. A lot of people have a really hard time following fate. They figured that they should be somehow in control, and we are. We have the control of choosing whatever it is that we need. Whatever it is what we need, whatever that is, we have that control. We have that freedom. But if we go further than the jurisdiction of what that freedom really entails, it's not to change fate. It is not to change our destiny. Oh, I don't want to go in this dark cave or in my closet, in my inner darker part of me. I don't want to go there. But all the events around you are trying to signal you to actually go there so that you can move on. One of the things, there's a couple of big ones that really get in the way, and people have a problem with fate. And this is where the anxiety comes from. This is where depression comes from, because although we can't change fate, it's really tough on some people because things happen anyway. And this is where it doesn't matter whether you think you're ready or not. If you are destined to find an amazing person in your life, very loving, very spiritual, very, like they just know you. But along the way, you get angry and you don't get rid of that anger. That is your choice, right? You don't get rid of the resentment, the revenge, or the rage, whatever it is that's going on with you. And so before the fate comes in and fate gets you both together, they'll try everything to try to get you to just address your anger, because this new person coming in is very loving, is like an angel. And you're going to lose them if you push them too hard or get to the point where you don't care for them, you take them for granted, and so on. So somehow they're trying to get you to release that. And with your stubbornness, not your stubbornness, but with some humans, their stubbornness is right there. They'll just hold on to it. It's like hugging a cactus. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to hold on to this. It hurts, but it's familiar. I know it. It makes me angry, but I don't want to talk about it. They'll say, okay, well, here they come, because we can't hold back faith any longer. They can delay it a little bit, not much. They'll delay it a little bit, but we're ready or not, here it comes. And so, okay, that was the one excerpt there. It goes on for another 45 minutes, the whole show itself. I could send you the link if you want to listen to the whole thing. There's no charge for the Phoenix members, but let me know what you think about that. But this was important because I was getting that there are some people, especially in the beginning of the year, they think, okay, from whatever happened last year, we're going to make sure that everything is different this year. We're going to try harder. And that's not what needs to happen. Don't try harder. Chances are you probably worked 16, 18 hours a day. Some of you have worked 12 hours a day. You've already put in so much time. It doesn't make sense to do more than that. In other words, you're going to put yourself into total exhaustion. That's not what this is about. In fact, they're saying the exact opposite. How can you did what you did last year or more with half the effort? When you talk like that, things get exciting. How can I do it for half the effort? Because everything is measured on time. I have to put in more hours. I have to be more intense. I got to be more efficient. And it isn't that. You're as efficient and as good as you are, and you're going to get a little better each year we do, but not to the point where you want to double your sales, or that is all about attraction. And that has to do with just taking care of yourself. You know, Jackie knows a lot about this. Penny and Lisa know a lot about this. We all know that when we take care of ourselves, things get so much better. Okay. So put that in mind. Ask that to yourself. How can I do the same as last year or more? Chances are I want to do more, but I want to do like 25% less. Then your mind sort of gets out of the way because it doesn't know. And then that's where you get other things that come in that will help you with that. All right. I hope this was of value and you can take it. But this is not about doing more. Stop thinking that's just human programming. But when you start talking about how can I do less, how can I do more, how it's a great balance. Okay. Any questions at all?
I would like to hear the rest of it.
Sure,
Tony.
no problem.
Definitely.
I'll mark you down and I'll send you the link.
Me too.
Okay. So Ima,
We're trying to do less.
I actually just put it
Me
in the
too.
chat, and then I can just go off. You just say yes, please.
Okay.
Send me a copy. All right, and I'll be happy to send that. Okay. We're just coming up to the top of the hour. Bernie, do you have a quote for the day, sir?
I do, Tony. A person who never made a mistake, never tried anything new, from Albert Einstein.
That's wonderful. To those that are on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, thank you so much. If you've been able to stay on the call this long. Last week, we had about 15 in every one of our meetings. So it's really an honor to have you take the time to be with us. And so you see you next week. Okay, take care. Love you all.